So we take this tumor out, and the baby just weighs 4 pounds now. 4 pounds after we got this tumor out. Of course, you know, the family is amazed that here's this baby with this big mass gone from the abdomen, and it was God's creation, medicine applied to God's creature, a person. In 2 or 3 days, the baby was going home. We'll have him come back to have the stitches taken out. So I'm the blessed one. I got to go to Africa. Not I had to go to Africa to keep from burning in hell, but I got to go to Africa and see these things and do them. I'm Henry Farrar, and I was born in a feather bed in Nashville, Tennessee in 1926. The aim of my life from childhood was to be a preacher of the gospel. And I decided to be a medical missionary to China. Brother Davis had just had a narrow escape from China during World War II, and they wanted a doctor to go to the Canton Bible School and be a doctor there and work in this Bible school. So I decided to go to medical school, but by the time I got out of medical school, China was absolutely closed to all missionaries. So I heard about Nigeria from Reese Bryant and Wendell Broom and others who were there, saying they needed a doctor there. And Grace and I went in '64, and we began the medical work going around to other hospitals. I went all over Nigeria studying the hospitals, and we went around and did surgery there and learned how they were doing things in Africa, how they would operate in rooms where they didn't have screens on the windows and they had insects in the operating room and other things like that, and how they managed to have any success at all. But I learned a lot there from these missionaries and from government hospitals, and then we began to establish our own hospital in 1964, first as a clinic and then as a inpatient facility. The work in Nigeria, of course, I was preaching the gospel, and we looked upon our work as following in the footsteps of Jesus. You know, you have to have a purpose in life. What is the purpose of your life? I think Jesus said that. You know, ask that question. What is the purpose of your life? You know, it is to serve, not to be served. He who would become great among you, let him become the servant of all. The real doctor, the real nurse is the servant. Somebody who does something for somebody else, and it does more for him than it does for them, because it's what we were made for.